Why are pillagers experimenting on villagers? Was the Nether actually an ocean full of life? And what other secrets lie in the depths of Minecraft's code? Starting with beyond the Farlands, hiding behind them. Is there something else? Go 12 million blocks away from spawn, and you'll find this bizarre terrain generation acting as a world border. Except it was removed after beta version 1.7. But why? Reddit user Malcolm5929 might have the answer when he posted this image just 2 days ago of what he claims is a new biome that is beyond the Farlands. And apparently, it's not the only one, with other people saying they've seen up to 3 other biomes, but with no evidence. However, this user is an approved poster by Mojang, which, as MC Freezy says, it has to be legit. Right? To test, I've gone back to beta 1.7 to find these weird biomes that are apparently further than the literal Farlands. I mean, what are we supposed to call them? The Furtherlands? I mean, that's just stupid, almost as bad as these bad graphics. But seriously, why is Mojang hidden these biomes so far away from spawn? Okay, so we're at X coordinate 48 and 72, so we should just be able to use a command to teleport. What? Guys, look, if I click T on my keyboard, there's no chat. What if I click a slash? Huh? There's no commands. This version is so old, I can't even teleport. It would take months just to walk to the Farlands unless I could maybe change Minecraft's code. So I found this program called NBT Explorer, which should allow us to modify the player data. And there's the world we just created. And I'm pretty certain that the level.dat is where the positional data of a player is stored. So if we drag this into the file, player, does this open? It does. Player and then motion pos. Does pos mean position? This is it. It says 54, 66, negative 34 are the exact coordinates. So now we should just need to change this X value to the value of where the Farlands are at. I'm pretty sure these are 12,550,770, at least from my research. Better leave the world there. Save on NBT Explorer. We jump back into Minecraft. Come on. Did that work? Oh my gosh. Wait. Full screen, full screen. This is it. We've got it. Wait, what the? What is going on with the screen? Whoa. What is up with that pig? Why is it named a number? Okay, it doesn't matter. You can't hide your secrets from me, Mojang. I did it. I made it to the Farlands. And now I'm making it past the Farlands. We're about to find out the truth. Wait, that cow's name too. Are you guys seeing the screen right? Guys, whoa. The screen is lagging so hard. What? Even though it's lagging, we're going to make it through into the Farlands. Wait, guys, I stopped moving. What's going on? Wait. No! The game just crashed. Are you serious? They're clearly stopping us from going beyond the Farlands. But why does the Farlands make your game lag so much? Shouldn't it just generate like any other part of the world? It's almost like Minecraft is hiding something. I began my research, trying ways to glitch the game and go deeper into the Farlands. But nothing worked. I was ready to give up until I found this community who have dedicated their entire lives to exploring the Farlands. Okay, look, if anybody knows the truth, it has to be these people. Hey guys, does anyone happen to know if the images below are actually real? I'm gonna paste in that link for the Reddit post that we saw earlier. I've been searching the Farlands, but my game just crashes. Thanks. While we wait for a reply, did you know that creepers are actually an experimental version of villagers? Sure, we know from our previous video that pillagers have trapped iron golems and allies to turn them into these evil monsters. But there's really not much evidence for creepers and villagers. At least, I thought so. Until I read this official Minecraft book published by Mojang themselves. This is the Bestiary, which if you're a fan of the channel, you know this is an absolute goldmine of information because it's officially approved and made by Mojang themselves. So we know everything in here is true. So obviously the first thing I did was start researching about villagers and creepers, and that's when I saw this image, which obviously a creeper is made out of TNT, but what's more important is that there is flesh. There are bones. These are all things that you only find in villages. This might prove that villagers and creepers are made from the same mob, but it doesn't prove that pillagers created them, right? Wrong. There are only two places you can get TNT in Minecraft. One of them being a woodland mansion, but it's also attached to a trap chest, so it's designed to trick players. Villagers are also scared of pillagers, so it would make sense. Maybe it's because pillagers are capturing them for experiments. Except there's one minor issue. The illagers in their woodland mansion literally have their own prisons. But when you take a look at who's trapped inside, there is no sign of any villagers, let alone creepers. So if this theory is actually true, then where are these creepers being created? I continued my research, piecing together any scrap of information I could find on creepers. All the evidence pointed to one structure: the Desert Temple. I've never looked this closely at a lump of sand before, but I've never noticed anything out of the ordinary. Wait, guys, I never actually noticed this before, but chiseled sandstone, look at this block. It has creeper faces on it before. I just thought they were decorations. Wait. The Desert Temple is the only other structure where TNT generates, and since pillagers were the only ones who had TNT, that means they had to be the ones to bring it to the Desert Temple. Maybe they even built this Desert Temple just for their experiment. I need to look deeper. Is there any other symbols? This pattern on the front made out of the orange terracotta, is that just a pretty looking pattern, or does this mean something? Did Mojang take this from somewhere? What does it mean? Maybe Google will help us find the answers we're looking for, and it seems it will. It's an ancient Egyptian symbol, the Ankh. I don't know how to pronounce it, but more importantly, what is the meaning of this Egyptian symbol, life? Or more specifically, Egyptians believe that one's earthly journey was part of eternal life. It symbolizes both mortal existence and the afterlife. How does that connect? I figured it out. Some Egyptians believe in reincarnation in the afterlife. That's basically what pillagers are doing to villagers by creating them a new body, the body of a creeper. They're reincarnating them. Okay, I need to read more. Yo, the more I read about ancient Egypt and this sign, the more I got freaked out. Apparently, this symbol was on real-life pyramids, but not just any pyramids. These are the ones where the ancient Egyptians sacrificed humans. And guess where they put the bodies? Inside locked chests. We thought these were just normal loot chests, but you remember all of this rotten flesh and bones? This is actually the remains of the dead, or in this case, perhaps the villagers. And why put more traps near these chests? Were they trying to bait even more victims into dying for their experiment? I'm not sure, but MatPat, a very famous YouTuber, also had a similar theory where he claimed that it wasn't villagers, but Steves who had turned to creepers, and that would make sense. I mean, Steves, pillagers, and traders have human-like body parts. But then how do I know that these body parts belong to a villager? You see, he made this theory before suspicious sand was added into Minecraft. Now, if you aren't familiar, there's a brand new room in the back of these desert temples here that has a bunch of suspicious sand. There we go. You see that? It looks slightly different. So we go ahead and brush this out. A little bit of gunpowder. Okay, here's another one. Pottery shard. But I'm looking for one particular thing. Okay, a little bit of TNT. Do we have any more suspicious sand? Come on, no way. Am I about to be proven wrong? The last bit of suspicious sand. There it is. The emerald. This is the only item that villagers carry around in bulk. And guess what? You can't find it in suspicious sand anywhere except the desert temple. But is that just a bunch of coincidences? Or do you think pillagers have actually turned villagers into creepers? Let me know in the comments down below. Next up, could there have actually been water in the nether? What? This theory can't be true. Not only is the nether filled with lava, it can't even hold a bucket of water. Still, I began flying around, searching for even the smallest sign. I've been flying around for ages and haven't even found the slightest hint that there could be water, other than, I guess, fossils, you could technically say, because they need water to be formed. But if that was the case, there would be water here on the ground. Wait, guys, you only find fossils in soul soil biomes, right? And look at soul soil. Look at that pattern. It's like waves. I've seen this pattern before. This pattern is made on beaches by the sand when water flows over it. Could water have flown over this soul soil? This might be true, but it isn't exactly proof enough. I need more. So I investigated every single block in the nether, and this is what I found. This is a basalt biome. Now, I thought that this block, like many others in Minecraft, was just made up, you know, like glowstone. It's not real, except it actually does exist in real life. And it's made when volcanic magma rapidly combines with, get this, water or ice, and cools down, leaving these really awesome rock formations, just like the spikes that we see here in the basalt biome. And we've got lava, but where's the ice? Now, you see, in Minecraft, you can actually make basalt yourself. And get this, it also uses the soul soil that has the same, you know, water texture that we were talking about before, except you don't use water, but you use ice. You need to have the lava flowing into it over soul soil, and boom. We break it, it reappears over the soul soil. But where did this blue ice come from? It's clearly not anywhere in the nether, unless there was water here. Except now, the only place blue ice spawns is in the absolute coldest depths of the ocean at the very bottom of icebergs. So how did it get into the nether? Unless the nether was filled with ice. But here's where it gets even crazier. Minecraft actually added this crafting recipe, which is combined together 9 ice, you get packed ice. But packed ice is not what you need in order to make blue ice. You actually need 9 packed ice to get 1 blue ice. That's right. It takes, what, 81 times 9? I'm not a mathematician, all right? But there's a lot of water in order to make 1 blue ice in order to make basalt. So that would mean the nether couldn't just have water. It would have to be flooded with water. If that was the case, then what changed? I have a theory. When lava generates in the overworld, its heat can escape into the air. But in the nether, the bedrock roof traps the heat, slowly making it hotter over time. Look at how much fog is in the nether. I mean, you can barely see anything. Go to options, video settings, turn off the fog entirely, and look at how much more you can see. Crazy. So what if that fog was the mist of steam from the water that has evaporated in the heat? So then the nether became too hot for life to survive, resulting in, well, lots of dead fossils. Would that mean this theory is true? Before I continued, I quickly checked for any replies from the FAAAN-GIRLZ Discord. Hey, yo, people actually replied. This is what we need. Bro, are you talking about the sky grid? Wait, that's what's beyond the Firelands. It has a name? You need to be looking deeper into the stripe lands. And we got another photo. Of course, stripe lands. Why didn't I think of that? I've been looking in the wrong place this whole time. The stripe lands are the bedrock version of the Firelands, which also acts as a world border, except it was never removed. As you can see, I'm currently using Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now, I don't exactly know where the stripe lands is, but on Java, it's really, really far away. So I guess we'll just do the same thing, maybe like 600,000 blocks away, and see where we go from here. All right, bang. Where are we at? I don't see anything out of the order. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. You're seeing that? My screen is like glitching out. Okay, this is getting real weird. I'm actually excited to see what the sky grid will be like. I mean, if it's even real. But as I went further, Minecraft got even weirder. Look just how far away I am from spawn, and I can't actually walk forward. Whoa, my gosh. The textures have gone 2D. Are you seeing this? Look at the grass. If we grab ourselves like a torch and maybe like an end rod. What the? I just see the particle. What about an end rod? Oh, that's so cursed. Mojang has to be hiding something here, and I am going to find it right here and now. We're currently 1 million blocks away. We are going to go 16 million blocks away, and we'll just chuck in some random numbers just to kind of spice it up. Let's see. What are we getting? Whoa, why am I falling? What is going on with... What has happened to the world? I'm falling to the ground. I'm falling to the ground. What the... What is this? I have literally entered the Minecraft backrooms. This place is so cursed. Can I fly above the surface anymore? Okay, no, I'm back. This is it. This is the stripe lands. What? Did you just see that? Guys, rewind the video. Did you see that? The sheep just fell through the ground. And I can't move anymore. Wait. Oh, okay, wait. I can move in a straight line, but this stripe lands is real, and surely that means Mojang has hiding other biomes. I mean, this is already a hidden biome, right? I mean, this is not a real floor. Maybe Mojang is trying to trick players, so if they do get up here, they fall through it and they die. We are onto something. All right, let's take it up another notch. All right, we're going to TP this time 30 million blocks away, and we'll chuck in a couple of random numbers here to spice it up. 300 million away. Where are we? This is it. This is real. The sky grid is real. This is just like the photos. I can only fly up and down. I can no longer move side. Just, whoa. Look at what happens when I spin. The screen just like glitches out. But they said there were 3 other biomes as well. So let's go further. What else is Mojang hiding for us? Let's try 100 million. Whole ton of zeros, okay? Come on. Wait, guys, look. It says my coordinates are still 30 million. But I typed in 100 million and I'm in the same spot. Let's change this to 200 million. There's the command. I hit enter and I don't teleport. I'm stuck in the same position. What? How many more biomes could Mojang be hiding further in the world? And why have they stopped us from going there? Thank you to all of these guys for making today's video possible. You're my new favorite EY mega fans. If you want a shout out, just click the join button below this video, scroll down and click EY mega fan.